Well, first and foremost, Mo, we want to thank you for speaking with Cage Religion Radio.
Oh man, you ain't gotta thank me for that, man. I'm easy going. I'm cool, laid back, and I'm real.
So, first question: you've accomplished so much in your short time in the sport.
The first question is ask Mo about the Iranian missing a thumb. It's a good story.
So like, when I was fresh out of high school, I went to the University of Oklahoma to train with Byron Tucker and some other guys that wrestle. And what happened was this dude named Solak, who was training for the Olympics there, he's a Greco wrestler. He came up and was like, "Do you want to work out?" So he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna work out. I'll work out with you tomorrow." And Byron Tucker was like, "Mo, do not work out with that dude because he'll hurt you." And I was like, "Byron, I'm the Texas Greco state champion. I will not get hurt by this dude." But I didn't know the difference. Like, he's world level. I'm just a high school national level.
Right.
And I went out there, worked out with him. He was throwing me around. He hit me with the gut wrench. If you know what a gut wrench is?
Right.
And it was so tight, I fainted.
Gee.
And then he threw me around. I woke up, and I see him stretching. And so I was like, man, he got me this time. So I went back and worked out with him again, and the same thing happened. It was embarrassing. That's the worst I ever got beat, man. He has beat me so bad, I was crying, but the sweat was hiding my tears.
Oh,
That's
my
how bad
God,
it was.
man. Well, on to our actual first question. Now, you've accomplished so much in your short time in this sport. You ever think you would go on to capture the Strikeforce title just 2 years into your fighting career?
A little less than 2 years. I had no idea because the thing is, I knew I could do something, but I didn't know when I would do it. And the thing is that I was learning on the job, man. And I just made it happen, And unfortunately I lost it, but at the same time it's a good thing because now I got time to get healthy, got time to be smart. I wasn't staying true to my style,
Right.
So that's why I lost.
Now, who were some of the guys you looked up to coming into the sport?
Dan Severn, Mark Coleman, Fry, Kevin Jackson, BJ Penn, Jens Pulver, Sakuraba, and so in a way,
the list goes on.
Henderson, Linlin, Van Arsdale, Milicic.
Now, from what we understand, you're a big pro wrestling fan. Are there certain wrestlers you take cues from for your ring entrances and your persona in general?
Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Booker T, Great Buddha. I love them all. I love pro wrestling.
Now, we've heard some rumors that you're interested in trying your hand at professional boxing. Can you shed some light on that claim?
Yeah, man. Once my knee gets healed up, I'm going to take pro boxing fights. I'm going to go out there, take pro boxing fights. Even if I can take some Muay Thai fights, I will. But it won't hurt me even if I do lose. I'm trying to get better in the MMA game. I'm trying to set my level up. So if it takes a few losses in boxing or MMA, a few wins in Muay Thai or boxing for me to get better, I'm going to do it.
Now, speaking of boxing, do you feel that the James Toney and Randy Couture, do you feel that was a little blown out of proportion with the boxing versus MMA? What were your overall thoughts on that fight?
Well, here's the thing. It can never be boxing versus MMA in the MMA cage because, first of all, if it's boxing, it's in a ring. There's no kicks. There's no takedowns. You're wearing 8-ounce gloves, 6 or 8-ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves. It's not. It's all hype. That's one thing.
Right.
MMA. That's one thing the UFC and a lot of MMA organizations are good at is they're good at hyping up stuff to where people believe that hey, MMA versus boxing. Let me buy it.
That was exactly my thought. Yeah, the point.
So it's like this. If Randy was to fight James Toney in a boxing match, is it MMA versus boxing then?
Right.
No,
Exactly.
it's
Right.
boxing. So people that know, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you're known as one of the best thinkers in the sport as far as breaking down fights, analyzing fights. Have you had a chance to go back and watch the Fejao fight and analyze what went wrong?
I knew what went wrong as soon as I got him stopped. I wasn't out when he stopped. He stopped me because I wasn't responding to the elbows, but I wasn't out. I thought he was pushing my head down. I respond quick, but Big John stopped it. He's good stoppage, whatever. I don't care. But the thing is, I didn't use my wrestling at all like I should have. Against Musasi, I was faking, throwing punches, faking, shooting. Against Fejao, I just tried to go out there, stand, and then when I was throwing body shots, I stayed in front of him and didn't cut angle out. And I dropped my hands a lot.
Right.
So I deserve to lose.
Now, we hear you tore your ACL during the Fejao fight. How long do you expect to be out for, and how are you overall feeling?
I'm feeling great, but I tore in the first round when I picked him up. and scooped him. And I went to slam him. He was holding up to the cage. So Big John stopped him. When at that time I twisted and I slammed, and my leg just gave out on me. It gave out on me.
Now, with wrestling being so dominant in the sport lately, do you feel it's become the new jiu-jitsu, so to speak, with like the era of the wrestling-based fighter?
Well, yeah, a little bit. It's more of a trend. There's trends, and you know, and back then the trend, and when wrestling first started, the trend was just wrestling,
Right.
wrestle. And then it changed to jiu-jitsu, and then it changed to being a kickboxer with a sprawl. Then it changed to, you know, kickboxing again and wrestling. But now the trend is power wrestling. As you see Gray Maynard, you see Frankie Edgar get strong in the position. I use power wrestling. Rashad uses power wrestling. Brock Lesnar uses power wrestling. That's the new trend, power wrestling.
Now we're going to play name association with a couple pro wrestlers. I figured you'd like this one. We're going to bounce a couple names off you. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
All right.
Arn Anderson.
The Enforcer, the most underrated wrestler in wrestling history.
Ric Flair.
Woo! The Nature Boy.
The Ultimate Warrior.
He invented Raise the Roof, because you seen him. He invented Raise the Roof, dog.
Rick Rude.
The ravishing one. Ravishing Rick Rude was a player, the ultimate player, though. How are you gonna get another girl's, you know, face airbrushed on your tights? I've never seen before, and that's a player.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah. Brother. I love Macho Man. Macho Man went hard though.
Last one, the Junkyard Dog.
Oh man, rest in peace, JYD, man. You know, great, great wrestler, man. Had a nasty headbutt. Man, he was nasty. But I like, you know, JYD was the man.
All right, before we get going, is there anything you want to say to your fans and listeners?
Oh man, hey, fans and listeners, you know, keep supporting. Support MMA. Just don't be a fan of the organization. Support MMA. All organizations, Dreams and Goku, King of the Cage, Strikeforce, UFC. You know, it doesn't matter, man. Just support MMA, support the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like y'all supporting organizations is like me saying, hey, since Mayweather the WBC champ, I'm not gonna support him. That's an organization. Support the fighters, because we need more support than the organizations do.
Well, Mo, we just want to thank you for speaking with Cage Religion Radio. We really appreciate it, boss.
All right, man. Appreciate it.